I'm John DePetro. Could someone please tell me what exactly is happening right now? We had a terrible tragedy out in Minneapolis. That poor man was killed. We watched it by a bad cop. Notice no one has stepped forward to defend him. He's been arrested. He's been charged with murder. He's being held, right? He will be held accountable. What exactly happened after that? What exactly is now happening that because of that, one bad cop in Minneapolis and the other three that just did nothing as that poor man lost his life right there in the street that we all watched. Suddenly, what now? You can steal, you can loot, you can destroy property. Suddenly, every cop is like, are you kidding me? What the hell is going on? How about that David Cicilline, Congressman David Cicilline, referred to them in a tweet as the peaceful protesters. Peaceful protesters? Burning police cars. Suddenly now, because of what happened in Minneapolis, right? You can steal from the store, destroying property. It's all okay because of one bad cop in Minneapolis. What the blank is going on here? This has to stop. Don't call them peaceful protesters. Did you see in Dallas that they almost beat that poor man to death? In Los Angeles, all the police cars destroyed, rioting they haven't seen since Rodney King. And this is just one bad cop in Minneapolis. So suddenly now you can destroy businesses, burn buildings, anarchy, beating people up. Don't call them protesters. Call them, the rest of the media, call them what they are. They're thugs and they're criminals. This has to stop. You know, there's not one Democrat politician, not one Democrat politician that will call them out for fear they're being called a racist. It's absolute absurdity. Cicilline, peaceful protesters. Did you see Atlanta? Did you see what's going on in New York? Gee, the police were no, excuse me, get out of the way of the police car. Okay, and the police were being attacked. In Chicago, they were dragging that Chicago police officer through the street under attack for what? What did he do wrong? Listen, people are losing their minds. We're all upset what we saw. Listen, that is horrible. No one's condoning it. But people like Cicilline, they become part of the problem. It's no longer about what happened to that poor man in Minneapolis. Suddenly now, it's Antifa, it's thugs, it's goons, it's criminals, it's breaking windows, destroying, robbing, looting. What? These are not peaceful protesters. Don't call them that. This is anarchy. This has nothing to do suddenly with what happened in Minneapolis. The Rhode Island State House, state police there, Capitol Police. Forget the fact that you can't have a high school graduation, right? And instead you have 1,000 strangers show up. But did they allow them to vandalize the State House? No one saw anything. State police, Capitol Police cameras, they're allowed to vandalize it? Based on what? Folks, people have got to get a grip. But I want you to remember these images. And when you go to vote in November, you remember these images. And if you want the people that support these people, these crowds, these thugs and goons, do you really want them running the show? I don't think so. Stay safe. Visit the website, DePetro.com.